Okay. Welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last week you had been able to. We got back to the surface, found out that some of the militia had started besieging the manor house. You were able to successfully disarm that
Yeah.
without too
Gentle
much trouble.
persuasion with a very good slap.
Actually, I think it was a punch, but
A slapping a punch? I don't know. I don't remember.
um, the the lord of the town and the surrounding area was appreciative of your help, granted you access to a single magic item, which I believe you took a magic sword. You then were able to stay within his home. However, Lucian began to feel the spiders that had been implanted inside of him begin to attempt to break
Escape.
out, so to speak. Attempts to remove them were semi successful, but in the end, you had to simply go to an alchemist and pay money to have a potion that was then given to Lucian so that the spiders would be put to sleep. Heading back to the manor house, you were able to spend the night. Well, actually, even before that, though, you summoned a demon
Oh
and
yeah.
questioned it.
Yes.
And from there, you got some answers, learned a little bit about the disconnect that demons and devils do not like each other, that Otto is his wife's soul is being held by devils, and she is slowly being turned into the kind of smallest level of devil, and that Lucian, his past involves attacks by demons. So from there, you took a long rest. You woke up in the morning, but you were warned that a big snowstorm is coming, and you can definitely see it approaching as the clouds are very thick and heavy, and the little bits of snow are beginning to fall. But it is currently 8 a.m. in the morning, and the day is yours.
Uh, Graham is up early and looking into whether they can procure or buy some food and some like long-term outdoor extreme weather gear or equipment from the nobles stores.
The servant who had been letting you in and out, showing you around, does show you the stores. There aren't. The food there is freshly butchered. It has not been salted.
So
It,
it's not really potable for long-term travel.
and he does mention that they had no real plan to actually go anywhere. That they are simply going to batten down.
Yeah.
He shows you the stores of firewood. Shows you various shovels that they plan to like clear out the manor with. But he doesn't have anything that would actually help for traveling through a snowstorm.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll have to rough it and hope, I guess.
All right.
But we do
I'd like
best.
to I'd like to check out one of the general stores as well. I think I want to sell two things here.
I don't know if we have a store available yet.
Oh, there are no general stores in this
We're,
here.
we're at the
Okay.
manor. We
Manor
would
now
have
is
to
a
go
big.
2 hours
I
back to town.
The town itself is about an hour away.
Okay, never mind. No, that's the other way. I remember. Okay, never mind.
We just keep bouncing
Redacted.
back and forth between the two sites.
Yeah, no, never mind. There's. I think I need some extra money, and I have this silvered spear that I haven't really been using. So I was thinking about maybe selling, so we could just have some change in our pocket. But
You could,
um,
I
maybe
would
when
keep
we're in
it
town
handy
again.
for giving to somebody else, myself, like in case we run into werewolves that are like actually
Who
hostile.
doesn't have Piffle? Piffle, I think, is the only one that doesn't have a silvered piece of
I don't-
equipment.
I
Me
don't, but I have a
neither.
magic one now.
I have a magic one now. And,
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I thought he was the only one without like a magic one. Okay, got it.
Until recently.
Does anybody need a silvered spear? Let me just throw that out, I guess.
I need to not
Right.
turn into a werewolf.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, that we're trying to figure that part out. Yeah.
I don't know if I can use a spear. I guess I can.
It is a simple weapon, so if you
Oh,
are
then yeah.
proficient in
Oh.
Wait,
simple,
why are you getting rid of your spear? Like, do you have
I
something?
don't really fucking use it, to be honest with you. Let's be honest. I don't use it. And plus, I have it bound. I have it soul binded to me, but I actually want to soul bind the tricorn to me, so I can never lose it.
Do you have something else that gives you a little range though?
Uh, a magic. I'm a magic user. I have a lot of ranged magic. I don't really need the spear. I'm not using it. So,
True.
Lita,
What if you
Fern,
did
I mean.
range that wasn't magic though?
Yeah, I could just in case I need it, I guess.
Okay, there you go. Silvered spear, all yours.
Yeah.
Bam.
All right. So it has the exact same profile as a spear. It's just worth a little bit more money and can hurt things that are not immune
Okay.
to. Like they're immune to normal weapons with the exception of silver, like werewolves and I believe certain ghosts.
Lastly, I also have a net. Would anybody like a net? It's a martial weapon. It's a special martial weapon. You can throw it,
You
and
could use it for, well, you could use it as a, like for hunting maybe, for when we're out there and get rid of it that way.
Oh, we might need that right now.
we could do that. Yeah, it has a whole entire like mechanic to it where you can like tangle someone or like I don't know. I don't think it's paralyzed. I think it's actually tangle or something like that. But
I think they get prone or something.
something like that. They have to like attack the net, and the net has its specific HP to get rid of it. And that's the only way they can get out of it. Oh, it's restrained. I'm sorry. It's called restrain. It restrains them.
It was a strength check, no?
It's a strength check to get out of it, but you can also destroy the net by like slashing it with 5 HP.
That poor net.
It's something. It might. All right, I'll hold on to it. If anybody has interest, just know I have it, and we can use it, or you can have it.
Keep it handy.
There's gonna be a time when we need to throw a net at somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
probably right. Okay, sounds good. I'm done with my
2
side
years from now, when the
conversation.
campaign is over, is Kaido's gonna win the final battle by throwing a net at the big bad.
Imagine the net comes in. Like, I've always wanted to get rid of this thing.
The promised time.
Can you silver a net?
Theoretically, yes, but I don't think there's a real reason to.
Well, if we don't find a cure for Piffle and we need to restrain
Yeah,
him
you might
somehow.
need it.
Hey, Piffle, please hold on to this net.
My
The gilded
Okay,
channel.
sounds good.
Because
Hello,
of the
buddy.
over time on him.
my neighbor is mowing the lawn, and my dog has apparently been triggered by it.
Mortally offended.
It's all right,
How
buddy.
dare
Go away.
Go away.
Should we start heading over to our destination, our northern destination,
Yep.
Hornstad?
Yeah.
Do we want to do anything before we leave, or are we ready for our adventure?
We should procure an airship so you can be the captain of it at some point.
I would love that. Oh, now that I don't have my spear with me, I would like to talk to the DM and see if I could use my soul bond with my tricorn.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that. What does it take to actually soul bond to an item?
1 hour of concentration, but it specifically says it has to be a weapon, and I'm wondering if
I would fudge it in the case of a trihorn. It does. I don't
Sweet.
see it needing to be a weapon in this
It
regard.
could be a weapon. You can do like 1d1.
Whack somebody
yeah,
with
like an improvised weapon. Yeah, I just want to never lose my trihorn. So anytime it's off of my head, I can call it back to my hand.
become ungovernable.
Yeah,
Y'all broke him. Look what he's doing because of you all.
I should have done it with ID badge, and I didn't. And now look at me.
Taking his poor tricorn.
All right,
mean,
I will do that on our way up. It
badges.
takes an hour to do, so I won't hold us up now.
Do it at the next long rest.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Next long or short rest would be fine. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Look at the fact if you did it to the ID badge, they would have all shown up at the manor with their weapons pointed at you. Because they knew who it belonged to.
No, the ID badge, they knew who it belonged to because they went to the shop and they saw the ID badge and then they tracked it back. But if I'd left and just called it to my hand, she would have looked like a liar. The shopkeeper would have been like, look, I have this ID badge, nowhere to be found.
Why do you do these things?
You know how many times I've tried to sell my greatsword for money and walk away out of the shop and then just call it back to my hand? So many times.
Yeah, but you try and sell it at places that don't buy weapons.
Yes. One of these days it'll work well, but the scarf doesn't come with it, so that's the problem.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, we're
Anyhow.
gonna travel.
Yeah, I think we're ready to travel.
Okay. So the Lord has given you the directions that will let you actually, he gave you the directions to follow the road. Especially, I believe he gave you a map of the immediate area
Yeah.
that shows the
marked,
roads to take. That
yep.
they are the less They're not going to be traveling through difficult terrain.
Hooray.
So, being led outside the manor house, you are given back your weapons.
Thank you kindly.
Good luck on your journeys north.
Good luck tending to this place.
Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to be shutting the gate as we will be battening down everything for the coming storm.
Ah. Love a good storm.
Well, you probably have maybe a day's time.
Get a move on. Safe travels. Or safe staying, as the case may be.
Well, safe travels to you then. With that, the gate shuts, and you can hear the metal latch click. The gate locked. All right, you find yourself outside the manor house. It's chilly. Definitely, you can feel it's below freezing. The wind is picking up, and you can definitely see that the clouds are coming in very dark and heavy. If you want to travel north, it's simple as following the map. You just need to make a survival check just to follow it. This is just a matter of making sure you can find the right roads.
I suggest we leave that to Fern, and Graham will be on hand to help out for advantage giving.
Okay.
I can D4 if needed.
Let's see.
We do have bad luck following maps sometimes.
This says go north, so you're saying south?
But with this regard, no. Fern is able to very easily find the road that the maps are referencing. The roads are not paved or anything. They are simply dirt paths that have had people just walk on them so often that they have really padded down. Going along the road, you're able to cover... Well, actually, how fast are you going? Are you booking it? Are you going stealthy, or are you just traveling at a normal pace?
I vote normal pace, but
I don't think we have any reason to be.
Yeah, I guess normal.
It might be good to make time before the weather starts coming down in earnest.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was thinking.
normal to
do we have any
fast,
fears that
not
we're going to be
super-
ambushed or anything, or there's probably no reason for that?
Maybe
Is there a dragon
eventually,
nearby?
but we're near to a settlement, and there's a snowfall coming, and we also have a werewolf timer. So I figure move fast while it's as safe as possible to move fast, and then once the snow starts coming in, we probably slow down.
Okay.
Yes,
and
I'm
just a
with that.
reminder, we are near a dragon cave right now,
That is
right?
true.
Somewhere near us. That is geographically, I'm correct on that. That is where we are.
We're still a while away from it, I believe.
Oh,
Right.
we
It
are?
was still-
Okay,
It was to
okay.
the north, but yeah.
All right, then let's just book it.
Okay. So, you're traveling at a fast pace. You know the roads. Traveling, you're able to cover a good 8 hours of travel with very little downtime. So that gets you to... It's getting a little dark at this point, but you are able to cover about 10 leagues.
10 leagues.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's fun.
But
How much is each one of these squares that we're seeing on the?
you actually
big
find
map?
yourself around, be right here.
Cool.
And this is 8 hours from what time do we leave?
About 8, 9 a.m.
So it's dark by now.
It's getting dark, yeah.
It's 5 p.m.
Actually, yeah, it would be dark at this point because
It's like a high northern hemisphere winter.
Yeah,
so it
5
comes
p.m.
early and lasts long.
And can everybody just give me a Constitution save?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
no,
I
I'm
have
pretty
to
good
do
at
that
that.
if
Okay,
I
no
was
problem.
just riding my horse.
No, not if you're riding Sir Reginald.
Oh.
Okay.
What if I'm writing,
Aurora? Yeah, you
Aurora.
wouldn't need to worry about that.
does Aurora need a constitution?
We need to.
Oh.
We need
Oh
to-
my.
Wow, we're killing it.
Cool.
Good at dice.
We're all just a little tuckered out from the whole slavery thing.
Mhm.
All right. Lucy, you're great. You can keep going. Everybody else suffers one level of exhaustion.
Do we want to
Yeah.
keep going at a normal pace now
Yeah, we
I'm
would
really
probably.
exhausted.
until
Oh.
about what we would do nightfall?
Well, it is currently night. It's very dark at this point.
It's 5. Well, I mean 5, but nightfall by like 8, 9 ish.
You could keep going. I mean, you're still following the path.
Mhm.
You can definitely use lights, including, the sword you got.
Yep. I would say maybe we can go a little further at a normal pace, maybe keeping an eye out as we travel
Yeah.
for A, forage, B, usable firewood logs that we'll probably need to get to, make a camp.
So like we
And
both have
see
arsonists
those
in the party.
herbs, so maybe we can sell them later.
We
But
have
that's
arsonists in the party, so the whole forest can be our log.
All right.
That's how you make a
I
camp.
say that joking, but it's a very likely possibility at any moment.
Even Piffle wouldn't try to burn down the forest to stay warm. Probably.
Lucian,
oh bother.
always on the table.
Only you can prevent.
Controlled fire.
Only you can prevent forests.
Damn.
You're not a real adventuring guild until you try to control a fire on a warehouse.
All right. So you're going to continue traveling for a few more hours?
I think so. I feel like we're so close.
As long as the conditions feel like they haven't gotten squirrely yet.
Where are we trying to stop at? Are we going to a place or just trying to find
There's a settlement nearby.
There is. Okay.
I mean, you're
Hornstad.
still about 6 to 10 leagues away, you would imagine.
Oh. All right.
That's
we
probably
could-
another day's march to Hornstead there, fellas.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
another, like 8 hours. So
Maybe we should.
Yes.
What's that shelter called? A lean-to, right? Isn't that a shelter where like?
Make a lean-to or something.
Yeah, maybe I can finally use that net. I'll put the net down and then I'll put leaves on the net, and it'll be a lean-to.
I don't think that's how it works, but
Yeah.
No, really? Oh, all right. I'm not fucking Bear Grylls.
But you do drink urine.
But this is a whole separate thing. That's not for survival. It's a
That's
king
for the
thing.
love of
Okay.
the game, Matthew.
All right. So are you traveling for a few more hours or bunking down right now?
I think we're gonna bunk down.
Yeah. all right.
One level of exhaustion is enough. for one
we're
day.
gonna keep going at normal pace for like a couple more hours, though. Is what?
Oh yeah, until full nightfall.
Yeah, I think we can do that, and that'll because when the snow starts falling, it's gonna slow us down no matter what.
Yeah.
It's currently full night. The sun has dipped far below the horizon. You do see, actually, you don't even see the moon as the clouds have completely covered the moon, so it is pretty dark. You do have torches and various methods of making light, or at least seeing in the dark, but
Yeah, it's a good point that they said we probably had one day until the storm hit us, so I guess.
So should we
as
just keep
far as
pushing,
we
or
can.
Probably keep pushing to like 8 or 9, and then make camp. So like
I
another-
think that would be good. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Not like a fast paced, but normal.
just a normal
Maybe.
pace march? Okay.
Yeah,
We-
normal
we
pace
can
will take a
keep
few
going.
hours off of the trip next day with the snow, I think.
I think until midnight. Let's just march.
Till
You're,
midnight. No.
you're trying to make camp in the dark? Well, some of you can see in the dark. So.
Yeah.
Those who can see in the dark are in charge of setting up camp. That's all I'm saying.
We have like torches and stuff too, right? Though.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, and glowy swords and my magic candle and my hat and all that.
I have 12 torches left. Yep. If anybody needs any torches, let me know.
All
I have
right,
manacles,
we'll light one of
too.
those so we don't get separated in this freaking snowstorm.
Okay.
'Cause
I
we
will
march
use my
through the night,
torch
so-
and tinderbox to make some light for us.
okay.
So there I am, minusing a torch. Bam. All right, we have a bit of light.
Okay. With that,
20
you
feet.
have more light. I imagine you would probably be using. I don't know if Graham's walking around with the sword out, but
Oh.
If we're on the trail, yeah. Just in anticipation of getting jumped at some point. But if he needs his hands, then he's got his candle and would be fine otherwise.
okay. Pushing on for another few hours, you are continuing to follow the trail. You get the idea that so it's about 8 p.m. right now. This current area is more thickly forested, but from what you can see on the map, and what you have been kind of observing as you've been traveling down the road, you've noticed that the forest is thinning out a bit. If you were to continue traveling, you would find yourself in an area that is less trees, less forest.
An opening, you're saying?
Yeah.
If we were to dictate what time it was right now, what would we? I do
You
have a
figure it's
silver
like
pocket watch.
I have the little
7
pocket
to
watch
8, you would
thing.
imagine.
I have the
7 or
watch
8?
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do too. I have a silver pocket watch. Okay, 7 or 8. Do we want to just keep going a little bit more, or is this good enough?
I would
It
say
is a nice opening.
as the trees clear out, that might be a good time to set up a camp because that means we'll still be able to get firewood relatively easily.
Good point.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we should hunker down here then.
Okay. So this area is more forested. Did you want to look for what kind of a campsite are you looking for? Which will determine like the difficulty checks for various survival activities.
I would say still in the light scrub and brush, such as it is, or the trees, but not like in the thick of the
Thick,
forest, kind of
yeah.
as it's thinning out.
Yeah, not
That
like
would
in
give us a little bit of cover as well.
Yeah,
You
not
would-
like right in the middle of the opening.
You would need to travel maybe another 30 or so minutes in order to like find a thinner area of forest that still
Okay.
has trees
Okay.
around.
I think that's acceptable. Do you guys?
Agreed.
Yeah, and we can like get our firewood or whatever while we're still walking.
Roll for Boy Scouts.
All right.
Definitely walk this ride. Not sure how much work it's going to do, but
After traveling for some time, you do find an area. So this area has some sparse, thin trees. It looks like maybe a fire or a storm had previously swept through the area and had cleared off a number of different trees, leaving only a few that have only started to regrow. The forest itself is probably a few hundred feet away from you, while being so you're a little open while simultaneously having a area that is close to the forest for gathering supplies. If you wanted to, you could look for another site that is more fitting of what you want.
I think that's fine. Though Graham will be like, everyone remember, there's a spooky forest spirit whispering to some of us, telling us to gallivant off into the woods.
Oh yeah.
Just turns and just levels a finger at Lucian, like, he
Yup.
ain't your daddy. You
Otto's
don't
gonna
know
do
your
the same
daddy.
thing.
He ain't gonna tell you where your daddy is.
He is not
Stop
the father.
fucking following him.
Dude, that's my daddy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think one person should stay up with the half animal race
Yeah,
people.
but you're
Not
not
to be
looking at me
racist.
like that.
I'm just saying that if he runs off again, I'm kind of
Well,
tired.
we have
of
to
chasing him
be
forward.
worried about Fern too.
Yeah, just don't put me and Fern together so like nobody wakes
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if Fern resists, you can just shoot your leg out.
Kneecap you for your own good.
Yeah, we got a healer. I'm down.
As this your spider babies run out your broken kneecap.
A musket ball in your knee.
Hey,
Freedom!
you leave my spider babies alone.
All right, set up camp.
Okay.
Well, think about it. Would your father approve of your spider babies?
Probably. We don't know how he was raised.
Yeah, my father.
Something
Mis-
created this creature.
Are we talking about Morrow's dad or are we talking about Lucian's dad?
No.
Because I know
They're more or
Morrow's
less the
dad, and
same
he'd be,
person. Yeah,
he'd be super down.
He'd be super down.
But Lucian's dad, I don't know.
All right.
All right, set up camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, setting up camp. Now you do have warm clothing. I don't remember if you purchased tents or not.
Ooh, you're really calling us out like that, huh?
Yeah.
And that was what I was hoping to do, but
I'm,
Well,
I'm
that's
panicking in
life.
survival.
Does anybody have tents on their inventory sheet?
No.
I
And to make a tent.
don't
But I have a-
believe you actually did purchase tents, but you could go attempt to create some sort of
shelter.
shelter. Yeah.
What
I'm,
is
I'm looking through my bundle items and seeing if any of them are relevant.
Sometimes they might have a tent, yeah, but and if you wanted to make a fire, so the ground here is slightly snow covered. So it's definitely wet. You would need to go find firewood and actually clear out a section of ground to be dry.
Okay.
Okay. I will. I'll help with the wood gathering part. That seems like a strength thing. So I will gather some wood for the fireplace.
Everyone have a buddy.
Okay. Whoever's going to go get firewood, go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, survive. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, firewood falls off of trees and then has time to dry. Yeah, you find like enough for at least a couple of hours.
Great.
You figure like 3, maybe 4 hours worth of firewood as you spend like about an hour going out and trying to get this. You have your torch, but then you have to like basically hold the torch in one hand and grab the firewood in the other hand.
Well, it's a start. I guess Graham will also go on firewood duty.
Okay, Graham, go ahead and roll a survival check.
Nice.
Yeah. Between the two of you, you're able to get enough firewood you think that would last a full 8 hours.
Sweet. Awesome.
As you are traveling in this thin section of forest, you do notice that the snow is beginning to fall a little heavier. Thick flakes are just kind of starting to really head down and are definitely covering your tracks, where before you were leaving kind of thin tracks in the snow. They're very quickly getting covered up.
Well, that's good.
By the snow.
No, it's not.
Depends on your description of good.
Our tracks are being covered.
Yeah, but we also will need to follow those tracks.
That means they'll never find us when we die in the snow.
Silver lining, everyone. Okay. Shelter. Who's on shelter duty? Who has some magical shelter magic that they can?
Okay.
Says Biffle.
Okay.
Magical shelter magic? I got nothing.
Do you have a kind
I
of
got
shelter you want to make?
Magical dig a hole in the ground shelter magic. If you guys
That could work.
shelter halfling style, but that's about all I got.
To kind of dig a hole in the ground, go ahead and make an athletics check to dig a hole in the ground.
I mean, sure.
Diggy, diggy hole.
I'll do that. Aha.
Yeah, Fiffle. I mean,
Apparently, Piffle digs a pretty nice hole in the ground.
The werewolf genes are starting to express.
Yeah.
yeah, Fiffle, you're able to dig a decent sized hole. You figure you could fit. The ground's pretty cold and frozen, but after about an hour, you're able to dig a hole that could support 4 small or 2 medium-sized creatures in it.
Okay. Well, got my shelter.
I'm gonna try to make a lean-to.
All right.
How difficult could that possibly be?
So it's about 10 p.m. right now. Go ahead and do a survival roll to.
I'll D4 him.
This is
Can I
going to
help
take
him?
longer than a minute's time.
Can I help him then?
Then yeah, go ahead and roll survival with advantage.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here goes everything. All right. Fair enough.
Okay,
Not bad.
you're able to make a lean-to that you think could support you in the snow. Like you think the snow would, which is good because it's definitely like coming down now.
All right. It's something for the time being.
Because yeah, you're definitely seeing like thick snow falling rather heavily and steady. In the sky, you can see the occasional flash of lightning, and you just hear thunder
Thunderstorm.
rolling through. And as you're building it, you're noticing the lightning is brighter and brighter, and it's definitely like the thunder is a lot louder as it's approaching.
Oh my.
Graham just looks up at the darkening sky, just goes, well, shit. All right, let's double time it. Graham will... What will Graham do? Do I have blankets I could use to try to create an overhang?
I have a goblin shirt and a bedroll.
You
you
can
have a
shelter
bedroll?
with
Well, that's
Fiffle in the small hole.
Is this lean-to big enough for someone else, or
It could
just
fit
the
2
same?
people, you think?
Somebody can? We can share bunks.
Graham is gonna try to...
Remember, there's gonna be somebody. There's gonna be 2 people on watch at every time
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
That is true. So we do have 2 medium or 4 small people. We have 2 small people. So could we do 2 small and 1 medium in the hole?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
Aurora
So
would take up a spot though.
that is. Oh, that's true. There is Aurora. Okay.
I'll have Aurora with me in the shelter. All right, me and Aurora have been going through a rough patch. I've been trying to animal handle this. Every single time we get to a cliffside, I try to carry Aurora, and I have to do an animal handling check, and I'm failing it. So maybe I think we need some.
You're like a stepdad who refuses to accept that the kid won't call them dad.
Listen, I don't need you to call me dad. I just need you to respect me in my own house. I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Core memories.
Are you making an animal handling check to try and
No,
befriend
fuck no.
Aurora?
I'm not. Fuck no. I'm going to sleep. Never mind. I could take first check. I could take first watch though.
Okay.
You want to take Lucien along for that?
Yeah, me and Lucien will take first watch. Come on, buddy.
Okay.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
While everyone is preparing to bed down, I want you to do 2 things. I want you to everybody remove a single ration from your inventory, as you
Ooh,
have to
can
consume
do.
a ration.
Do I have a ration in it?
I
It'll
have.
probably
8.
be in one of your item packs if you.
Most likely, you have 10
Oh,
rations.
I have an explorer's pack. Yeah. Okay.
Let me know if anyone needs a ration. I have 8 of them.
You don't have to eat. You just need to, take another level of exhaustion.
No. Oh, we're eating.
Damn it. One sec. I gotta double check a thing.
Yeah, I got some extra too if anybody needs any rations.
I know I've got rations. I'm just not seeing them.
I'll hand over a ration to Graham.
Thank you.
Find your rations later. No big deal.
Did I give them all out or something?
You may
Um,
have.
We may have.
You were
Yeah.
pretty liberal with them early on.
Okay,
You
I do
also
have.
Use some of them during the gauntlet.
I do have 2 days of rations, so I will take that to 1 day of rations.
Could
Alright.
I have foraged some food during the time we were looking for firewood and stuff?
Yeah, make a survival check to try and find.
Oh, she's
some
gonna
food.
find everything.
Survival.
Isn't that like your survival crazy good? There it is.
Oh well, it wouldn't be an advantage unless somebody was helping
Oh,
you. But we'll
sorry.
take the
Well,
17.
Sorry.
You're not able to find a ton of edible food. Like you find a few bits of berries. What you do find are some tracks. It looks like a deer track.
It's like Kaido's going hunting.
Not in this fucking storm.
Yeah, not during a storm.
But actually, that reminds me. When we
One
wake up, maybe
storm.
we should look for that other route we were looking for.
that was why
route.
I wanted to kind of see if we could like keep an eye on it along the way.
Yeah.
But I think
Maybe
that
in the
ship might have
morning we
sailed.
could do like a quick check while we're like
Um,
getting ready.
if Fern shows us the tracks, do they look similar to the deer fuckery that the forest thing did when it was expressing itself with deer?
I mean, that was big. Like
Like
this
giant.
one looks
yeah, this
like
looks like normal.
a regular sized deer.
All right. Graham will suggest they try to hunt it, but not send one person alone. So Graham, at least one other person, maybe 2. Graham is willing to go deer hunting.
I can go.
I shouldn't go. I don't have dark vision, and I don't think a torch would be great for hunting.
I can go. I have dark vision because of my goggles.
Okay. I will stay back at camp and be lookout.
Do you want me to go to help track it, or?
I would say maybe Fern, if Fiffle's willing to go, he could probably assassinate it pretty well.
Where are we going?
The last time.
I just
Deer
Like,
hunting.
he can hunt a deer.
Why don't
So
I just-
Otto, Fern, and Fiffle.
You want me
We're
to?
gonna destroy this deer. This deer doesn't.
I want you to kill a deer. You like putting arrows and things, right?
I mean, I guess I'll shoot a deer. I mean, what it do to us?
It was made of something
food.
edible.
It's
Ooh,
refusing to.
I do like to
eat
eat.
It was born under the food
It
chain.
was born delicious.
Oh my god.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, you had the tracks. Go ahead and make a. This would be a perception check at disadvantage as you are looking past your dark vision and light levels. So you're basically looking out
Is
farther
this
than 60 feet.
is okay?
Perception.
Who's making this perception?
Mike.
Is it Fern?
Sure.
No, I'm just asking because I would D4 her.
Yeah, D4 her real quick.
Rivens.
Okay, and then add the D4. 16. About 100 feet away, you do see a shape that is silhouetted against the night. It looks deer-ish.
Oh boy.
You know what's hilarious? If she didn't have disadvantage, it would be a 29. She would literally be like a fucking stone. Ding, 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 ding. She'd be
I
like
just
one of
wonder
those like
if Piffle was
sonars.
coming with us, that would
I
have
have
been
a
a
deer at
straight roll,
900
and
feet.
it would have been a 26 if he assisted.
Oh my god, that would have been fucking nuts.
So, yeah, about 100 feet away, you see what appears to be a deer.
Oh, I don't like that,
Appears
Ian.
to be a deer.
Shoot it quick, Piffle, no matter what it is.
It's like the fucking leader of the next town.
No, it's like a child. It's Halloween in this town, and a child's outside lost.
You know what it
dressed
is?
up as
It's
a
deer Ophio. Instead of werewolfio, it's deer Ophio.
So I'll be like,
Assassinated
I
Piffle.
think that looks like the deer over there, 100 feet away. Should we
Oh.
shoot it? I think it.
Want me to
I'm
shoot
not
it?
sure.
This is
I
kind of
think-
what happened with Cheney, right? Back in the day, he like shot someone.
Sorry,
while
I
they
thought you were a quail.
I think it's the deer, but I'm not entirely certain. It's
It was
real
a
dark out here.
perception check that went wrong.
Maybe I should
kill it,
sneak
whatever.
closer.
Go ahead and do a stealth to attempt to sneak closer.
Stealth.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
able to.
Jesus.
How? I would say you're able to sneak a good 30 feet closer to the deer.
Does it look like a deer now?
Make a perception check at disadvantage. Otto is 30 feet away, so unfortunately you won't get the benefit of his guidance.
Holy shit, dude! Your stealth is at +10.
Yeah, guy.
Oh
He's
my
a sneaky
fucking
boy.
god!
It's a deer. You can definitely see, like,
Okay.
it is just a small doe, no real antlers, like except the little ones, and then it's just a. Actually, I don't think they even have antlers. Do doe. So yeah,
No.
you just see a small deer, kind of just like.
I shoot it with an arrow.
Okay, just go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage as it's in the dark.
Hold on. So wouldn't these things cancel out? Hold on. Let me look.
Oh, if you're attacking with
Sneak attack?
advantage, then yeah, you're just doing a flat attack roll.
Yeah. So this will be an assassin. So yeah, we'll just do a normal,
Oh, assassinate.
and we will click short bow. Click. Oh ho!
Oh, nice.
The arrow flies towards the deer, and just as it's about to strike, it grabs it out of the air.
What?
Does what?
What?
Oh.
The
And then
deer
you're-
grabs it?
Your vision reconnect, like you just shake your head, and you see the arrow has sunk into the deer's chest, and the deer is dead on the ground.
Spooky forest shit.
I don't want to eat this meat anymore. It's tainted.
Devil's like and
Did we see that?
Slowly
Like, kind of
backs-
weird
No,
like that?
no, just Fiffle.
Oh.
Lunch is haunted.
Oh, okay.
People, did you get into my mushrooms again?
Oh. Or did
No,
it?
maybe.
Not that I remember.
He has like fungus powder right around his nose. No.
Yeah, Fiffle. Like you shot the deer. Its arrow pierced the heart. It's definitely dead. Blood is flowing out of the chest. It has a nice iron, copper smell to it. You
Oh.
can really nice smell. You really do want to just tear into this deer.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Delicious. Yes, this bleeding deer smells really good.
Is he? Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
And he definitely didn't just missile snare the shot 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. So Piffle was for a moment pretty disconcerted by the strange hallucination he just had, but now that the warm blood has filled his senses, he just wants to eat a raw deer.
Can we?
He's about to do that.
Can we hear him just talking out loud like this?
Let's
No, not with
uh,
that 20. Not with that 20 stealth.
Do
Oh
we
my.
see
A
the
lot
fall?
of this is internal monologue.
Okay.
I was briefly distracted by the hallucination, but now what you see is a halfling that's about to just start,
Just hunched over it.
just hunched over a deer, just about to start.
Breathing
Uh,
heavy.
so my
Suppose we
question
should bring
is,
this back
after
to
the
the
deer
camp?
dropped, did we go up to it with him?
I'd say yeah. We
I would say yeah, but
Probably would have heard it fall, but
yeah. Can we
You
look
also
at
hear,
Fiffle?
slavering noises, chewing.
Can we
yeah.
look at Fiffle and see if he's okay? He's
I mean,
acting
you would
kinda
see Fiffle with like fur and blood and gristle around his mouth.
Yes,
Made him
that
too
is the thing
delicious.
you see.
weird.
The flesh is still warm, Fiffle. It is delicious as you
This is how you get
torn into
tapeworms,
this.
by the way.
Should I howl?
I'm gonna shake Fiffle and like, get a hold of yourself.
But it's so good. I have to eat it.
You need to resist your inner werewolf.
All right. Can I eat you?
You can eat Lucian.
You need to resist these urges.
He's got fur too, so it might
People
be
kind of looks at Lucian appraisingly.
He's got fur, so it might be the closest thing to the deer.
Okay. I wasn't really asking for. That's not the good
Technically, it would be
part.
Aurora,
Savage
but
would be there.
Well, he can't eat Aurora. It's a spiritual animal, so it wouldn't be satisfying.
oh, true.
You could try.
You can
If
certainly
you want it
try.
enough.
I like how we're just negotiating who he's gonna eat.
about we,
I would like
bring
to make a
this-
muzzle out of my net.
Can I
How about
take
we bring the
potion
deer
now,
back
guys? Is
and-
it time to drink
and
the potion?
cook it or something.
I think we still have time.
I think we
Yeah,
have
let's-
time, yeah. We can make you like Silence of the Lambs mask. And put
Okay.
it around
I'm
people.
not super into that.
Yeah,
Just
screaming.
call
still
everybody
Fiffle.
Clarice for the rest of the campaign. All right.
All right.
So how did the hunting escapade go?
So
Good.
this dude weighs about 100 so pounds.
Yeah, you guys can drag that back. I'll follow.
I guess I can. Can I D4 myself and I guess athletics this to see what I can do?
Make a strength check at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
How am I
Oh,
exhausted?
Shit, we are
Re-
exhausted.
Oh no, you're not. You're not exhausted. So just go make a flat strength check.
Oh,
That's
he was
right.
the only one that wasn't.
Him and Lucian.
No,
How much does this weigh? I would like.
Fern was
use
right.
It's like
this
it's 100 pounds.
Okay.
100 pounds.
Straight strength. Okay.
And you're just deadlifting it. Nah, like it's not so much
Actually-
that it's heavy. It's also that it's like kind of flopping around. It's like bulky.
Get Lucian. You know what? I'm gonna tell Reggie to come over here. Like I'm gonna tell Reggie with my mind, nudge Lucian and tell him to come to follow him, kind of like, and bring him to me so he can do his little spherical thing so we can put the deer on it and drag it back.
Okay.
Oh, the platform.
Reggie runs back to camp. Sees Lucian. Lucian, you see Reggie come up to you and he just kind of pokes you with his nose.
Imagine the horse from that Family Guy episode, the retarded horse. Just imagine that.
You're gonna pet him.
It was a brain-damaged horse, but
Yeah, just licking your forehead.
yeah, the horse comes up and he just kind of bops you in the head with his nose. It's
And
soft,
then
but
Lucian's just gonna pet the horse. Oh, what a beautiful horse.
the horse bops you again.
Okay, yes, I love you too. Nice, thank you.
The horse bops you again and just keeps bopping you over and over and over.
Lucian just like starts to eke away from her. What do you want?
Reggie telepathically contacts Otto. It's not working. Should I kick him? I can kick him to death if you want.
Don't
Bite
As-
him,
as
drag him.
as entertaining as that is, he doesn't deserve death yet.
Death is not deserved.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you want me to do then? He's not coming on. He's just petting
is
me.
Graham
Which is
around
great,
there?
but... Yeah.
Poke Graham and like look at Lucian and see if he can get him to tell him to follow you.
Tell him to
Alright.
grab his shirt and like drag him over.
Graham, you see a horse. You see Reggie come up to you.
Yeah, so
Pokes
he's
you in
like,
the head with your his nose. Actually, he kind of like approaches from behind and pokes you in the back of the head with his nose,
and yeah, and like I like start, and he should start walking to like where we are.
and then kind of like indicates Lucian.
All right. And Graham
What is it,
kind of
Bob?
gets
You
up with
again.
a
Is
bit of a
Jimmy stuck in
groan.
the well?
Lucian, come on.
All right.
I'm guessing they didn't run into trouble because Reggie seems pretty calm, but
He bops you again.
on, let's go.
Bomb me
No,
one more
Reggie
fucking time.
I feel like Reggie would understand. I feel like Reggie would understand that Graham is comprehending things.
Graham will make tracks towards Lucian and give him a pat as they go.
So glad you didn't come and get Kaido, because it would just been like, "Just do it one more fucking time." I swear to
Well,
middle of
to
the
be
forest.
fair-
Where the fuck is my horse? What?
To be fair, if it was Kaido, I would have said, "Can you just mule kick him?"
Fight,
A
Reggie?
horse does a lariat off of a tree.
You would have chased after him to get revenge. And I
That
would
is
be right
true.
there.
That is one way. Actually, very, very true. But
Human
you-
engineering.
All right. Well,
He kicked me
Reggie.
the balls. Why did he do that?
Reggie doesn't really look back so much as he just walks at a normal pace back to the rest of the team. You see Graham and Lucian. You see a dead deer, a Fiffle with
I was
blood
about to
around his
say,
mouth.
like, all right, guys, Fiffle, why do you have blood all over your mouth?
I was eating the deer.
Yeah, he had a werewolf episode.
Like an episode or an episode?
Can I eat some more of it?
He was giving into his inner werewolf, so he's trying to fight it now.
I don't think he
Yeah.
is.
Trying to fight it. Yeah.
All right,
Let me tell you what the
you
nun
can have
told
more deer,
me.
but we got to get it back to get it, ready.
Yeah, so I'll ask Lucian to summon the little spear thing.
Oh, you want the floating disc?
Yeah, the disc.
I don't have it prepared.
I do not have it prepared, but it is a ritual. so
It's
that's
fine.
okay.
It's fine. I'm here.
I just need to see how long it takes to summon
10
it.
minutes to do ritual summoning.
We don't
on
need to do
top
that.
of whatever the normal casting time is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Graham will help Otto, like, kind of grab it by one front leg and start dragging it.
All right.
I assume it doesn't look outwardly spooky, like with no knowledge of the hallucination. Okay.
Just looks like a deer.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't have seen anything, Graham. It's just like
No,
a
that's
dead
what I'm
deer.
saying. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
So yeah. Graham, go. Is it just Graham grabbing it, or Graham and somebody else?
Me.
I was gonna say Graham and Otto working together.
Go ahead and make a flat strength check. One of you two.
Is that an advantage or
Fucking hell.
because we're each grabbing one?
I figure you're helping. Yeah, you like this deer is just a little too like.
I can do it. Like we can do it for each side. Like maybe help each other.
All right.
Wow, we're getting better
Christ.
slightly.
So yeah, this deer. I don't know. You're just not sure. It's like
What
it's
did you eat?
it's
It's
bulky.
the exhaustion that's getting them.
It's really just like kind of slick. Like it's cold. You're a little numb, even through your survival gear. It's just hard to get a grip on this thing and hold it.
All right. Lucy,
Otto's
come
gonna
here.
get frustrated and try again to grab it.
We should
And
listen-
he does, flinging it over his shoulder. It's heavy, but
Very angry. He's like, "You stupid deer."
you are able to pick it up. However, you've noticed through all this time the snow has actually covered your tracks.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make a survival check to try and find your way back to camp.
I'm the only one back at Oh no, it's me and no, I am the only one. Is Aurora with me? Oh fuck.
It's just a normal survival.
At disadvantage because it's night.
Can I D4 her?
Yeah.
There you go. Good luck.
Could we assist?
Well, go ahead, add that D4.
Could we halfling walk?
That is true.
Yeah, I guess in this case you would be able to. So
Reroll.
12. Okay, so it takes a about another hour, but you are able to eventually find your way back to camp. Otto, give me a Constitution save as you're trying to like maintain your like hold on the deer. You're fine. You're able to keep the deer on your shoulders without issue.
Otto's pissed. He's like, he's fucking deer.
It's probably
didn't
like
just deploy
11
this?
or 12 p.m. at this point.
Ugh.
And
Alright, well, let's-
next to you, as you're approaching camp, there is a single tree that is struck by lightning. You see the tree explode,
Ooh.
and a few moments later, you just hear the thunder rip through.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Is that
Oh,
what Pluto was?
Usually lightning in snowstorms.
There is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I looked
there
it
is.
up.
Thunder snow.
It's kind of weird to believe, but it really does happen.
Can
I'm sure it happened.
Can Graham make a religion because he was already kind of expecting spooky forest shit? See if this lightning is natural or fuckery induced.
Yeah, go ahead. No, Graham, I mean, this is really just naturally occurring lightning. Anything that you dealt with spooky-wise, you don't get the feeling would be able to, like, control lightning like this.
Okay. Well, I'll take it. Thus, slightly reassured, Graham will begin getting the thing on the fire to venison it up.
At which point, another lightning bolt strikes the camp in this opening. Kaido?
Yeah.
The lightning bolt strikes next to you.
Oh god.
You take 18 lightning damage.
Oh.
Wow, that was almost max.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus.
As the lightning just hits, and just you feel like your muscles seize up, and you fall down, prone, as like you've just been struck by this lightning.
Damn.
A few
Not
moments
good.
later, you just hear
Doesn't
like
feel good.
deafening thunder just rip through the camp.
Oh god. I
I feel
I
like
don't
we're all
feel
gonna
so
be killed
hot.
by lightning.
Maybe we should redirect the lightning somewhere else. So
Give me your spear. Give me your spear, and just
Car?
I gave
Graham
it
will
to
take it and
Fern.
like
Fern
plunge
has
it on the outside of the camp as a lightning rod.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Fucking Breath of the Wild rules.
Okay.
Kind of cool, actually.
Yep. God damn, man, you all right?
Feeling a little like shit, but I'm definitely awake now. It woke me up, that's for sure. I'll definitely take first watch.
Piffle's kind of sniffing around you, so you smell kind of good now.
I don't feel very comfortable around Fiffle.
We just made him
For
feel
the
delicious.
watch with people?
I'm gonna use my hands and just like not touching Fiffle, try to measure his jaw size or
To
maybe
your
a
throat.
future muzzle we're gonna need.
Make a intelligence check at disadvantage.
Oh, it's fine. I'm fucking intelligent as shit.
Let's not get out of control here.
Oh wait, that's a save. I apologize.
Well, that'd be a disadvantage, so it'd be the.
No, he did a save instead.
Oh yeah,
I did
okay.
a save instead. Hold on. It's actually.
Okay.
You
get
were
the
ruined.
you get the idea that you have a pretty good idea of how big of a muzzle you would need to fit over Fiffle's head.
Just in case in the future he turns into a werewolf, we have a plan C.
With that, lightning strikes the spear, dealing 9 damage to the spear, 9 lightning damage. And fortunately, like, it does hit the tip of the spear and heads into the ground. The spear itself begins to melt.
Oh my.
Oh.
God damn. Did we like park our camp on like the highest possible point?
You don't really see a lot of trees around. This area is clear enough that you suspect that you are probably one of the taller objects in the area.
Fuck.
God damn it.
All right. Well, that spear is that spear completely shit? Is it Dunzo or?
You'd have to take a look and see.
All right. Maybe after the storm is done.
We should Just
Graham is going to cast a couple cure wounds on Kaido.
Oh, thank you so
So you
much,
get
sir.
back 10 and 7. All right, 17 back.
Oh, fuck yes.
Do you have to say that?
I just
That
want you
feels
to
a
know
little
that it's
dirty.
working. How do I know it's working? Oh,
Oh,
it's
fuck
working.
yeah, spread it.
Fuck yes.
The lightning, you see it strike the spear again,
Ah,
dealing 7 lightning damage to it, and the spear has kind of is definitely leaning over as it is melted.
oh, would you say, like, just from a visual aspect, would you say the spear looks flaccid,
Yeah.
not non-turgid?
Graham is gonna take anything metal of his and quickly get his pack off and like throw it into the hole where it's lowest, and he's gonna take his normal non-magic longsword and he's gonna like run over between the lightning and plant it in the ground near where the spear was and run back.
All right.
I'm also going to throw my great sword into the pit where Piffle and the other little ones are, so it's
The little
as
ones.
underground as possible.
Hey,
Hey, no, listen, it's to help us. It has a scarf on it. It'll keep you warm at night.
Piffle takes the great sword out of the shelter and plunges it into the ground next to the spear.
Ow! I call it back to my hand. God damn it!
All right. The lightning is actually, with all this going on, the spear melting and the shifting of various swords, and also Otto wearing metal armor,
Oh,
the
no.
spear is going to strike Otto, dealing 6 lightning damage. Or the lightning is going to strike Otto, dealing 6 lightning damage.
Jesus Christ!
It's
Piffle
pretty
gets
I'm just
low.
back
gonna
on the
say it.
ground away
Fuck
from
Viderheim winners.
All right. How do we not?
Secret halfling trick, guys. Dig a fucking hole in the ground.
Can we expand the hole that we have to fit
Make
everyone
an
in?
athletics check to try and expand.
Graham will pitch in as
I'm
much as he
gonna
can.
have to help as well. I think we're
All
all
your
gonna
metal
have to
shit
help.
over there. No metal allowed in the hole in the ground.
has there been
Coming
any
in.
kind of like
Okay.
timing between these lightning strikes that's consistent or very
You're
inconsistent?
seeing it like every couple of minutes.
Jesus.
I'm rolling athletics and at disadvantage because of exhaustion, unless somebody wants to help.
You don't need to do it at disadvantage until you get to a higher level of
Okay.
exhaustion. So we'll
So
go with that
17.
17. Yep.
Graham's just cursing to himself as he's
I
trying
guess
to
I'll help
frantically dig.
expand the shelter as well.
All right. Surprisingly, of all of you, it's Fiffle digging a hole who's the best.
He's just like,
Oh, I guess
Well,
This
I'll
is
he's
help.
what
part
we do.
werewolf, so that makes
Oh,
sense.
we're digging holes. I guess I'll help. Hang on.
Yeah, we're expanding the.
Can I
the
D4 myself for
hole.
this?
It'll take a little longer than an hour, unless you want to actually like do it as quickly as you can, in which case you can. But it would be a higher DC to attempt to dig a good hole.
Yeah, okay.
I'd like to help. Yes.
Lucy's got some metal darts. Can I like try to run
Oh,
electrical
God.
interference and like every couple minutes?
Halflings luck that.
Well,
throw
I
a
mean,
dart?
the lightning goes at the speed of light, so no.
To give it a point of con. No, okay.
you could
Like,
maybe
as a
throw them
reaction.
into
Kaido can
trees
reroll
higher
if.
up.
Oh, I can reroll? Oh, okay.
If Biffle feels gracious,
Well, not much better.
then yeah.
It's the lightning hits have
That's-
got me
that's
dazed and
fine.
confused. I can't. I
Little bit
can't
of
tell
brain
what
The
they're
damage.
majority
putting
of you
down.
working together on this, you are able to expand the hole out to the point where it's frozen ground. It's definitely hard. Kaido's having a rough time of it, but the rest of you are able to dig a deep and wide enough hole that you're able to like fit everybody in if you kind of smush together.
Good, good.
Now, everybody put all their metal armor and swords in the pile over there, right?
So they all melt? But they would melt. Wouldn't we want it in the
It's
ground
not
with
my
us?
stuff, and I don't want to get electrocuted.
Are we dealing with lightning issues when things are in the hole?
Doesn't look like it.
You don't really notice it.
Piffle gets on the other side of the hole in the ground from you people with metal armor and weapons.
That is fair.
Yeah, that is fair. But I don't want my shit to melt either. So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the hole and see if we get shocked once. I guess then Piffle has a point. But until then,
Until then,
I will sit here with my splint armor and my great sword, hugging it.
All right.
Please,
Gonna
not again.
use to yourself.
Eventually,
Oh god.
the thunder, you do hear it kind of moving away. If you were to take a look out of the hole, you do see that the lightning has passed by. A few more trees have been struck as the storm travels further past. The sword has been struck, the non-magical sword. It looks partially cooked. You could definitely see some like smoke coming off of it, but it does look like it hasn't really melted too much.
Graham is going to go over to both the slagged remains of the silver spear and his longsword and cantrip cast some mendings.
All right. The sword itself, you're able to mend it without too much trouble.
Yeah.
The spear, you're probably going to have to work on for a good 10-15 minutes to get it mended properly.
All right. If you guys can break camp down when we're ready to go, Graham can work on that.
Have we technically
Yeah, we haven't
long
even
rested?
rested yet, have we?
No, it's like midnight as well.
Maybe we'll break it down tomorrow, and then you could mend it. I mean, that's
we can leave the deer over the fire to cook. Whoever's on watch can like rotate it every now and then.
Oh, you'd
Yeah,
actually
I
have
can
to. You also have to field dress the
Yeah.
deer. So.
All right, who's good at butchery? Like
Uh,
the good kind of butchery, not.
What would that be?
Books
That would be a
and
survival.
pencils?
That'd be a
initiative, right?
survival to like,
Oh,
basically.
I could do that.
Yeah, you ever see that scene? It's like I think it was Twain Lannister's introductory scene in Game of Thrones where he's dressing the deer.
Yeah.
That was a real deer.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to do that, go ahead and roll survival. It's going to take about an hour.
Ooh.
Fern is able to successfully field dress the deer, pulling off the flesh.
You have to kind of carve out around the bite marks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, you probably don't want to like eat part I chewed on.
Yeah, we'll give those to you to gnaw on while the rest of it's cooking. And then later we'll have to magically cure your fucking butt worms.
Yep.
Fortunately, Fiffle's not rubbing his ass on the ground just yet.
Yeah.
Just yet is the operative.
No, that's going to be Lucian with spiders.
All right. I will take first watch.
Okay.
If anybody, me and Lucian, I guess Lucian and I will take first watch.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let
Who's doing
everybody else
first
sleep.
watch? Who's doing second watch? And who's doing third watch?
Graham will take second or third.
I'll
I
pick
can
third.
follow
I need
wherever.
to sleep after all this holding.
Okay. Fiffle's third watch.
I
And-
can do second or doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Graham and Fern,
Okay.
and then Otto and Fiffle.
Biffle.
Oh, also Otto, you hear in your mind from Reggie. It's scary out here. Almost got struck by lightning.
Kind of sucks if I'm honest.
You know,
My name is Reginald.
I was actually gonna say, throw yourself in the hole too. I mean, what the hell?
Jesus.
All right.
Christ.
You
You
go on
see
the
a,
lifeguard. That's where Kaido is.
You see a large horse walking over to the hole, and it's about to like kind of tip itself into it.
Cannonball in.
I'm getting out of the hole immediately. I'm first watch anyways, so I'll get out of the hole.
All right.
I told Reggie to just stay lower than Kaido.
Is Reggie actually? Are you Reggie's just asking Otto telepathically? Should I actually throw myself into this hole?
Probably not, unless you want to kill.
Yeah, horses have a problem getting out of holes.
Yeah,
Also,
we
I'm
can get
kind of
that.
heavy. I
Giggity
mean,
gi- oh.
I don't know. I probably would kill anybody I fall on.
Featherfall.
A horse falling in
We
slow.
just want Reggie to know what it feels like to cannonball into a swimming pool. He deserves that happiness.
Reggie's just like, all right,
Featherfall.
featherfall it is. He just tips over and kind of like slowly falls. Lucian and Kaido just watch this horse in slow motion fall in the hole. The featherfall wears off, and then everybody in the hole can feel the weight of this several 100-pound horse just starting to crush them.
Why?
All right, Otto, it is pretty safe in here. Otto,
It's like
you're
a blanket,
feeling the
a weighted
weight
blanket.
of Reggie just crushing you and everybody else.
It's like a weighted blanket, guys.
Yeah, it's a weighted blanket.
Yeah, it's like, well, more like 100 weighted blankets, all on top of you.
It's fine.
This is
It actually
All right.
isn't. Everybody in the hole, please go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Collapse the hole?
You could say that with a horse.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And Fiffle. Fiffle, you're fine. You're small. You kind of push your way out of the
No,
side.
Fiffle was
No,
up to the
Lucian,
side,
don't worry.
but-
You're not in the hole. You and Kaito
You
are
and
out of the
you
hole.
and I are taking first watch. We're not in the hole.
Oh, okay, cool.
The rest of you are going to be who failed are going to be taking 7 bludgeoning damage as this horse is crushing you.
Couldn't you like
Nice.
send him back to the
Who invited the
plane of
horse?
paladin horses?
The horse's owner invited the horse in the Poor
I
guy.
like your horse, but he's squishing me a little bit.
So I don't know how to
I
tell
feel
you
like there
this.
should be room for. Actually, I do feel like there should be room for him because there's missing 2 people in this hole.
Well, he's a large horse, so he'd have to take up the room of like 4 medium creatures.
He's a giant horse.
And they're not exactly the most, I mean, they look graceful, but not when they fall into a hole. So you all have a horse kind of smushing you, squashing you down with his squasher downer.
The squasher down, or
We need to figure out something better than this. This ain't it.
if you feather fall, does that change the weight of the
He did
horse?
it.
Or
Yeah, for the 1 minute's time it works.
all right. Well, Lucian, do you have another feather fall? Can you use another feather fall or no?
I can use a fireball.
No, feather fall, my friend.
Yeah, no.
Can I just desummon him and summon him later?
Yes, yes you can.
Oh, I was gonna just lift him after your feather fall, but yes.
With that, Reggie kind of shimmers and disappears.
I'm going back to bed.
Goodbye, Otto.
Every time you do this, I'm like,
Oh, now you feel kind of bad.
Oh.
Aw. All right, we'll take first watch.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Does Lucian take it and I assist, or we are both taking it separately?
One of the two can take it with
right.
assistance from the other one.
I would like to assist Lucian because I don't have dark vision and I suck at perception, so I will assist Lucian.
All right.
Good.
So
Very, very
Lucian, you can
nice.
cast at advantage.
Does it cancel out because of exhaustion?
No.
It's a skill, not an ability check.
Oh,
That's perception is a skill check.
Gotcha.
That's why
Right.
you're like a flat intelligence is an ability check. But Lucian, with Kaido helping you, you scan the woods. You don't really see anything. It's quiet night. The storm that is sweeping through has really just made everything quiet. Like the constant heavy snowfall has just made this forest completely silent with the occasional break of thunder in the distance.
Thunder?
thunder.
Yeah. Thunder. Cool. No, we're
So
clear.
pretty quiet. Nice. Hey, no news is good news, baby.
We should do a lottery. How many times did lightning strike the same place? We're the
I
lucky couple.
mean,
It's magic lightning.
it didn't really strike the same place per se. Like it was in the general area. Mostly it was striking the spear.
Either way, we should play the lottery.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah. We'll talk
Okay.
about the lottery and what
I
we
mean,
do.
if you want to be
the lottery.
technical about it, yes, it was to an extent divinely sent, but
I will I will wake up. So is it at the end of our shift? Should I go wake up Graham and the next shift?
Sure. Yeah. let's do
Graham
it.
and Fern.
Graham and Fern. I nicely wake them up.
All right.
All right.
I'm just kind of mumbling.
All right, guys, it's your turn. It's pretty
Yeah.
quiet out there.
I'm up.
Okay.
Help them out of the pit, and then take their place in the pit. Doze off.
All right. Graham, Fern, it is your shift. Go ahead. One of you make a perception check.
Probably Fern because I think Fern has dark vision.
I don't have dark vision,
Then
but I have pretty good perception.
They would just be at a flat.
Mine is +4, so
Oh, mine's 7.
okay,
Oh
yeah,
my.
you win. I'll help you, so you'll probably roll flat.
Yeah, it's a flat perception check.
Okay.
Fern, once again, it's a very quiet. The lightning and thunder has actually stopped, so you can see just the snow just kind of like constantly falling in front of you. Listening out, you don't hear anything. The snow itself is making everything in the area like very calm and like quiet.
Peaceful.
Yeah. What is going on? Fiffle,
Yeah.
you're having a dream. You're
Yeah.
running through the woods on all fours. It feels you feel strong. You feel powerful.
Yep.
You are chasing an ostrich.
Cool. I've always wanted to eat one of those.
You leap up and you bite the neck and you tear, and the head lolls and the ostrich collapses. And you look, and out of the forest around you, it's pitch black forest, but you can see the glowing eyes of these several wolves, and they approach and they tear into this ostrich with you, and the largest of the wolf lifts its head and howls, and you are howling along with it.
This is awesome.
And you want to get rid of this?
I don't think I do anymore.
Fuck.
Oh, yes.
Lucian.
I think Piffle's officially into this and is gonna have to be.
I mean, I would love a werewolf on our team, but we got to make sure
The
he's
on
our
our
team.
team part is carrying a lot of weight.
there.
Yeah, we got to just make sure he's on our side and he can control it.
A
If
lot
he
of
can, I
domesticated
would
werewolves.
love a werewolf on our team.
Hell yeah.
But, just a second ago, he said that I smelled delicious. So I don't know if I feel comfortable.
I mean, let's be honest.
You're right, I do smell
Listen,
delicious.
Kaido,
Alright,
you're
let me-
just calmly sleeping next to Fiffle.
Let me break this down for you guys.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to
I
click
heard
this.
a roll. Did something happen?
That was
Just
just
the link.
That's your future.
Graham's
Doesn't work
expression
for
of
us, yeah.
this opinion, not that he knows about
That's
it.
not how it works, you little shit. Oh, is that the guy from Digimon? It definitely is.
No, that's from Madoka.
Oh.
Lucian, you're
Uh-oh.
having a dream. You're back in your village. Everything is calm, normal.
Your
It's a
dad's
nice
there.
sunny day. You can feel the warmth of the sun on you.
Oh.
You look, and at the probably like 20, 30 feet, you see your father.
His actual father or the forest thing?
His actual father.
Oh my.
He calls to you. Come here, son. Or probably with a French accent. Come here, my son.
Oi.
Sure, Lucian's like, oh, father, I haven't seen you in so long.
You approach him. He has a nice smile on his face. He reaches his hand out to you, and you see him fall apart into thousands of
Jesus.
spiders.
Oh my god.
And the
Father,
people
not
in the village
again.
fall apart into just dozens and hundreds and thousands of spiders, and a flame burns up from the village, and you can see in the sky VL, and you see perhaps you're imagining it, perhaps it's a memory, but you're remembering a term, venerable light, and you snap awake.
No,
Venerable
she's screaming in the night.
Piffle elbows you.
No, ow, fuck, ow. Shit.
What was that?
What now?
Nothing. Just a dream.
Jesus
a dream.
Christ.
Otto,
Can you don't?
you are sitting in a dark room. A single candle illuminates this room. There's only the table, a chair, and the candle itself. You don't see any windows. You don't see any doors. Looking at one of the walls, you do see a bloody handprint just sort of bleed through and appear. And a voice resonates inside your head, and you're listening to it.
Otto. Otto, can you hear me?
I don't know if you know this, but there's something wrong with your mic, Ian.
Yeah, yeah. I could not hear you.
Have you found out about your wife?
Kinda.
More of my gifts will be to you soon, if you're willing to serve.
Are you willing to help me get to that point to get her?
Yes, if you are willing to serve.
Then let's get going.
Spicy.
I will contact you again soon. Things are coming to a head.
I look forward to it.
The bloody handprint recedes into the wall, and the dream snaps into nothingness. With that, Graham and Fern's shift is over. They haven't seen anything, with the exception of rapidly accumulating snow.
Mhm.
Graham will try to get back to sleep as he takes the spot of our third watchers.
They awaken covered in snow, but just kind of huddled in under a heavy, thick coat. I believe that is
Me and
Fiffle
Fiffle.
and Otto. Yep. One of you two go ahead and do a perception check.
That's you, Jeremy. I think you're more perceptive. It would be an advantage because we have night vision, right?
If I don't believe halflings have night vision, but
I do with the goggles.
if anyone with the ability to see at night, being assisted by the other person, they're free to roll with advantage. Otherwise,
Okay.
it'd be a flat roll of perception.
Okay. So he can roll an advantage then. Fearful, Mr. Werewolf.
Yes. Hello.
Advantage for perception, I believe.
Well, I don't believe
Can't
he
give you
has
advantage.
night vision.
I do though.
Yeah, but
But you'd have to be making the roll.
yeah.
Oh, he's giving me advantage.
Oh, then here I'll just put the goggles on him.
Did they? Let me just
No,
verify.
they're not.
They don't require
Nope.
attunement. Oh, okay. Then yeah, you just grab the goggles.
Just
What am I
boop
trying
them
to
on
say?
gently.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
No, just a perception check with advantage.
It's your watch.
Oh, because I'm watching.
Yep.
I don't even need it.
No,
These
you
goggles are awesome.
don't see
I know.
anything. The snow is heavily filling the area, but your watch does pass without incident. It's completely quiet. You can occasionally hear the wind through the trees, but that's about it.
Okay.
What do you hear?
Well, I guess since that was third watch, I wake everyone up and I'm like, I can report that it's fucking snowing and cold.
Fiffle's quite correct. It is
Can we leave
snowing
now?
and cold.
Can we leave now?
A good foot and a half of snow has actually accumulated over the night.
Oh, nice. Another Tuesday.
We have to
in New
dig out from
England.
our burrow.
The
Okay, then I grab my
the
goggles
fire
back.
has been completely covered by snow. See like a little dip where it was, but yeah, just the constant snowfall has put it out.
Did we
Wait.
get a sufficient rest to get rid of that exhaustion?
You did,
believe
yes.
so.
Everybody gets the
Okay.
benefit of a long rest.
Thank God.
Sweet.
Did we actually cook the deer?
Well, you find the corpse cooked mostly through. You figure you can probably cut pieces of it off to see how much you got, but it is pretty snow covered.
Refrigerated.
While we're breaking camp,
Refrigerated.
It's
It got refrigerated overnight.
What would you like to do?
While we're breaking down camp, Graham will spend some time casting mending on the silver spear.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
After about 15, 20 minutes, Graham, you're able to restore the spear to more or less what it was before being struck multiple times by lightning.
All right, here you go, buddy.
Refrigerated
Gently
gun.
used.
That's Fern's now.
Oh
I
yeah, he
handed
handed
off to
it
Fern.
to me earlier.
MSGPA, make spear great again.
I'll help break down camp. Get things collected. Put the half frozen, half cooked deer on top of Reginald or whoever we're gonna. I'm assuming we're
Well, I
taking you with
mean,
us.
he's gone. You need to be resummoned.
Oh,
Yeah, I
don't we
would
have another
resummon him.
horse?
I would resummon him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 10 minutes in a spell slot to resummon Reggie.
Okay.
All right, and I'll just put that deer carcass on Reginald on the back, I
Take
guess,
a
so we can
quick
bring it with us.
look at
Reggie
spells
just-
that might be useful.
Portable
Reggie
meat.
just calls telepathically contacts you, Otto. I'm back, and I immediately get a deer on me.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to freeze in that ditch with us, though. I thought that might be better for you.
What you're for, Reggie? You pass the butter, okay?
What
I'm
is my
freezing now.
purpose? You whole deer. Oh my god.
Yeah, but did you not? Did you want to freeze the whole night?
I was nice and warm, cuddling with you guys.
We were dying.
This might shock you, Reggie. You were murdering us because you're kind of heavy.
Oh, you call me. I see how it is, Otto.
That
I'm
shit.
No, I
fat.
called you chunky.
Gabriel Iglesias bit with the fucking horse. He's the
I'm not
fluffy
f-
horse.
I'm not fat, Otto. I'm fluffy.
Okay, you're fluffy.
You're
If you
fluffy with a lot of
behave-
weight.
If you behave, maybe I'll be able to make you into like a cool flying thing later.
Ooh, I do like flying. I assume.
Graham is gonna actually change up what spells he prepares this morning.
Okay.
I just gotta see which ones I'll be getting rid of to do that. Probably one of the two auras because I can only have one of those at a time anyway. Anyway, I'll let you know what I'm getting because I'm still going through the list real quick.
Okay.
Everybody else can do their camp shit.
All right. What is everybody else doing in the morning? Like, it's still snowing, and it's really cutting down visibility.
I mean, I'm ready. There's not. Actually, no. That's right. I'd like to, while everyone's kind of doing their thing, I'm going to try to soul bond to this
Tricorn.
my hat. Trihorn.
Okay. Gonna spend an hour soul bonding to your tricorn.
Yes. Yes.
As part of the log rest, I made some treats.
All right.
Awesome.
Nice.
So I have 3 treats that will be 3 temporary hit points each. So we can hand them out or whatever if anyone needs them.
Thank you.
Put them in the
Thank you.
treat bag if they're not eaten.
Reggie attempts to eat one of the treats, but is unable to grab it from you, Fern.
Damn.
Oh,
I will give Reggie a normal treat.
Reginald has a real personality this fucking session.
Reggie kind of gently nuzzles Fern.
I know.
Hank
Okay,
wakes up.
so-
Can I have a treat?
Okay, I'll give Hank a treat as well.
Haha, yes. I've been quiet for these past few days.
That ends.
Yeah,
now
we-
someone remembered that I'm here.
God,
Exactly.
is that what
Where
made
are
those
you,
days so
Mortal?
special?
I finished
was-
my manifesto.
I was sleeping. Did we do anything fun? Did you get any hands?
No.
I
hands.
feel
No
like
Relevant question, Hank.
you
no.
had the occasion to find me hands, and you chose against it.
No, we didn't.
We honestly
There's
didn't.
a lot of claws, but no hands.
I feel like there were corpses. Well, I don't have a nose, but I feel like I can smell
What,
it on you.
you want a deer hoof, Hank?
No, but wait, is it pickled?
Nah. Yeah. Yes.
Is that a preference
It's
now? I didn't
probably
even-
frozen, so I mean.
It's
No.
definitely frozen. Yes. It's
Like-
kind of like a popsicle,
Yeah, like pops.
like a handsicle.
a hand sickle.
Hoopsicle.
If what you really like about hands is the fingernails, you're gonna really
You're
love
gonna
it.
love this shit.
All right, I'll try it.
All right. I cut off one of the deer hoofs. Give it to Hank.
You see like a strap of the bag, reach out, grab it, and he just plops into the mouth. It's okay. It's not the best I've ever had.
Well, there's 3 more. Let us know, Hank.
It's 3.5. Wow. I don't think there's an Endure Element spell anymore in 5th Ed.
There's not element, but there's like absorb energy or something like that that does more or less the same thing.
It's a wizard spell.
Oh, then
I did, however, take
Absorb
in lieu of
element.
a first level and a third level typical slot. I took Purify Food and Drink and Create Food and Water.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that'll help us not die of Oregon Trail on our way here.
Dysentery?
Dysentery?
There's a long way to go still.
I'm glad that we were thinking the same thing.
Another day.
You
At least.
are, yeah, you figure you're about 6 to 10 leagues away.
Graham is going to cast Purify Food and Drink on the deer, like as we're slicing off bits of it to make sure that it's good.
Casting that on, you do see some worm-like creatures that just kind of push out of the flesh and fall into the
Ooh.
snow as the spell purifies the deer.
Oh my
Ew.
god.
Lovely.
We need to purify everything before we eat it.
Just kind of looks over at Fiffle.
It's like extra protein.
Is this what
Are you
they mean
gonna
by
cast
GMO?
Purify on him too?
Later.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Now we
I don't
some-
think I can Purify Food and Drink on you after you've already eaten it.
You can try.
You can certainly try.
Look, all that matters to Fiffle is he got to eat and he's happy.
All right, are we prepared to make our way to
Downtown?
Ornstad?
I think
Yes.
so.
Let's do it.
Or is there a couple of other things we want to do before we leave? But I think we're gonna be slow anyways because of all this fucking snow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no Endure Element, so I can't like make us resistant to cold anymore. But I can at least take care of eating and drinking.
Fair.
Onward.
All right. Well, the snow is definitely thick, very wet, and hard to get through, so you're going to have to travel at a slower pace by just the fact that the snow is so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to cover maybe like, actually, what was it, 4 leagues?
Quick question: how long does that magic surface of yours last for, Lucian?
1 hour.
It's only 1 hour. All right, never mind. I was gonna say let's bring like a portable campfire with us, floating, so we're at least warm while we're going. But an hour is just not long enough.
Yeah, no, that would work.
You're able to travel about 3 leagues over the course of half of a day. The travel is definitely very slow. But, what if you make a perception check?
Ooh.
That would be Fern, right? Isn't Fern like nasty at perception?
Guys, I'm cracked at seeing
I'm
things.
actually okay at perception. And
Anybody better?
I'm not as good at perceiving as I'm at hiding, but I'm not like terrible at perceiving.
Nice.
Well, you perceive something, I'm sure, but more than
In the
Perceiving
distance,
is based on wisdom, which I somehow have.
you see some like tall figures. They are probably a good 200 feet away. Definitely hard to see in the snow, but appears to be about a dozen of them.
Uh-oh.
Hey, do you big people see those big people? Because there's a bunch of them.
Graham will look.
200 yards away.
Yeah, I mean
If you point one out and
they're
look-
definitely bigger than the majority of you guys. They actually are about Sir Gale size.
Oh.
Hmm.
Can we tell what they're wearing? Like what is it they
Heavy
look like?
heavy furs. Now that Fiffle's pointed out, you can definitely see their heavy furs, as well as having sleds that are being pulled by these
Oh.
large dogs.
Having
Oh.
reported this, and now that they're looking, Piffle immediately hides on the side, off the side of the road.
All right, Fiffle jumps
Like
to the
when you
side of
look
the
back,
snow, kind of digs into the snow a
Where did he
bit.
Otto looks around like, where the hell did he go?
Do we want to
Do we
just
want to approach and see if
quiet
they're friendly, or
and
just keep on
could do
going?
that.
They
Yeah.
they are approaching you.
Oh, they are.
slowly.
They see us.
Do they look like they see us?
They haven't really appeared to have seen you yet.
We
Well,
can
Graham's
either all
not gonna
attempt to
hide.
hide, or we could just All right, I will stick by Graham.
From
just
what
in
we
case
can
he gets into
see-
some trouble here.
Do they look like they're armed? What
They
we can
definitely are armed. Yes.
They'd
Looks
be
like
stupid not to
spears,
be.
Yeah.
javelins. They have. Looks like they have clubs. A couple of them have metal swords.
All right, yeah, I'll. Are you approaching Graham?
Yeah, if we're continuing, Graham's not going to change his pace. He
Yeah.
will
Alright.
put up a hand to wave to them once we're within like eye distance,
I'd be like 5-10 feet behind Graham, but I'd also be approaching.
within
right.
eyeball 2.0.
Getting to about 100 feet. As you're waving to them, one of them waves to you. The sleds, the dozen sleds, pull up next to you. You can definitely see that there are, these large furry dogs that have been pulling them. Each of these people, they are covered in layers of thick fur coats, gloves, hats. Their faces are tattooed. They are kind of stone gray looking. You don't see any like hair or beards on them, and they're definitely very tall. Each of them looks like Sir Gale. Hail, traveler.
Morning to you.
How do you do?
We are nomadic hunters. Are you interested in trading?
Uh, might be actually. What sort of things do you trade for?
We are looking for food. We also will trade for metal tools and weapons.
I could
Furs, if you have
whistle
any.
up some magic food that'll keep you sated for either maybe some furs, or do you have any tents or shelters? Maybe some sleds, depending on how much.
They turn and speak to each other in a kind of harsh language. Does anybody speak giant?
I don't think I do.
No.
Can't really understand what it is they're saying, but they appear to be discussing among themselves. Eventually, turn back. We can offer tents. I have 2 spare tents.
Great.
Graham will just be like, we accept, and he will spend a 3rd level spell slot. Let me get you the text on create food and water. It's actually a good amount of food, which is nice.
Is it 10 people one?
Quite
Oh, no,
a
that's
bit.
fine.
45 pounds of food, or 30 gallons of water, enough to
Wow.
feed 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
It doesn't.
That's
Yeah, just
really
like
good
it
for
gets
trade.
made and it does not actually like disappear after a point.
Yeah, it is a 3rd level spell. That's a pretty significant investment.
Yes, good.
I've got some spices and we have a chef. We could make a feast.
Well, we are traveling. We will be bedding down in the next few hours. I'd recommend you get sleds in this weather.
Where
Do
can
you
we
have
get
any to
sleds?
spare?
Anywhere
I'm
nearby?
sorry, we do not have any spare sleds, but
Anywhere we
Any
can get
spot
them?
we can get sleds nearby?
we have been traveling up from the north for quite some time. But I fear we don't know where we can find any sleds in this immediate area.
There's supposed to be a little village not too far from here. Do you know it?
Hornstead. Yep.
Yes, we've heard it's gone bad. We've made our way around
Oh.
it.
Gone bad?
Gone bad?
Hell.
That's what we've heard from the surrounding towns. We've forded the river from up north and are traveling, ranging down farther.
Oh Jesus Christ! This is Oregon Trail.
It always has been.
What is
It's
this
just literally-
Oregon you speak of?
So,
It is a dark realm.
So we need some sleds, but sleds seem to
What's
have
the nearest
disappeared
village
before.
besides Hornstead?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah.
I have not gathered its name, friends, but it is. If you travel some 3 more leagues north, you will find it.
Thank you
Thank
kindly.
you.
Thank you.
Well, where we're coming from, you don't need sleds, so maybe you can
if-
continue on without the sleds.
It is. We will need
they
them
need
when
them
we.
now.
I don't think you're going to convince them to part with sleds.
Yeah.
These
I wouldn't-
No,
sleds
that's
are
not-
needed for when we travel back up north.
He got you there, Lucian.
There's also
so
18
fun.
inches
It's
of
so
snow.
fun down south that you don't even need to go back.
This
Maybe
place called Florida.
You must never go there.
Unless you're retiring, and you have very, very loose morals.
Then you must go there to die.
Yes.
It sounds terrible. We
It is.
we
It
intend to
is.
live.
Then don't go to Florida.
Thank you for your custom, and that food will keep
Ah, excellent.
as normal food would. The water should stay good and fresh as long as you don't contaminate it with nothing.
He hands over 2 bundles of large tents.
Sweet.
You figure you could
Hooray.
probably shove 3 people to a tent. Two of
Hooray!
them to a tent.
Good trading.
Those are good possessions to have.
Well done, Graham.
Yeah.
Necessary.
Do you have any metal weapons or tools or any furs you wish to trade? We can offer. He pulls out a looks like a kind of scrimshaw ivory kind of horn that has been whittled into the shape of a bear.
Oh wow. What is that?
What is that?
It's a totem we have created.
What does it
Very interesting.
do?
What does your totem do?
It records the history of this hunt. It is of the ivory tooth of a whale.
Piffle appears behind the guy and says, "Hey, want to buy this old short sword?"
Yes, metal is good for us. It's a nice knife.
Does he get an advantage on sale because it's a
It's
from
a
sneak attack.
sale attack. A sale
Sneak sale.
summation.
sneak sale?
Do I
Fortunately,
want to give them?
no.
Ian, I have a light crossbow that I just kept from like a while back. Is that considered like partially metal?
He takes a look at it. Some metal, mostly wood. A little small for my hands, but
Graham will take out
could
his
be
old
given to our
longsword.
children for practice.
Nice.
Would you be interested in this?
You want it
I
and it
just have a
helps. So you
net.
can have it.
I will show him the net. Are you interested in any netting per se? Perhaps.
We have no need for netting.
All right.
But
Neither do I. Funny enough. I'll put it back in my bag.
Graham will take out his old longsword and give it to them to inspect.
yes, good metal weapon here.
Also, what about this willing knife I still have?
We could take it. I'm sure we could find some use for it.
Okay.
What will you offer for it? We have some salted meats. We have bone weapons, bone javelins.
You got any spare puppies?
No, they are all with our tribe to the north.
Do you have any spare furs or?
Yes, we have some furs.
So between our metal weapons that we're giving them, the ivory horn and the furs. What can you tell me about your weapons of bone?
Ah, yes. They are made from whale bone, or the bone of the great bears that travel throughout the north. Expertly crafted by our tribe's craftsmen. You can use them as javelins, which is what we use to hunt with. We chase down the creatures and spear them with the javelins. Mechanically speaking, they work as javelins. You can use them with make strength attacks at a range. We offer you 24 javelins for all of your metal weapons and your furs and the food.
Might as well. Graham kind of likes bone shit. He's all undeady.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So Graham will hand over his part.
Okay.
Yep, I've removed my old short sword from inventory. Ow.
They're taking the crossbow and the wedding knife, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is great. I can compress my stuff here.
May I just ask you, for a piece of information? You keep saying that you come from the north. We don't really know the north very well. Is there any cities or places you could tell us maybe that you hail from?
We are nomadic. We remember the old ways and travel without permanent settlement. We do trade with the cities of Raken and Edhill if we travel out that far.
What was that second one?
Edhill.
Out of character.
Oh,
I have
Edhill,
my
I
own
see.
city. Holy crap.
Graham is gonna kind of pause and think about it. Do you know anything about a spirit of the wood that reigns over the wild parts of this land?
He
Or dragons.
spits on the snow. Ah, a cruel spirit. The
Mhm.
the wildness of nature it represents. We do not track with it. We follow the spirits of our ancestors to protect us from this creature.
It's made a target of us a few times. We've turned it back each, but if there's any way we could combat it that you might know of.
It can. We have a legend in our tribe of attempting to kill this beast. We had apparently wounded it. The actual long spear that we used as held in as a sacred weapon of our tribe. It still has the ever wet blood of the creature upon it.
Cool. Graham nods and kind of looks over one of the javelins. Maybe one day we'll add to that legend.
If you do so, please come visit us. We will gladly share a tale of it.
Hmm. Nice.
Thank you for your time.
What is your tribe called?
We are the Snow Dog tribe,
The Snow Dog tribe.
as named
Okay.
by and he kind of shows the dogs that are pulling his sleds.
So SDT, not to be confused with STD, of course.
We are the
Yeah.
children of Guy Fieri.
Gotcha.
We
We seek Flavortown on an endless crusade.
Can I pet your dogs?
yes, creature.
They're working. You
Pet it-
mentioned
pet it.
Ed Hill as a town.
It's
It-
a large
Or city.
settlement. Yes,
Right. Is there ports in Ed Hill out of curiosity?
yes, there are.
Okay. How? Okay. That's good. Just wondering. I think one of our missions is to go to Pearl Island, is it not? Or
We're not ready to do that yet, but yes,
You're ready to
but
take
just
on
like
the,
to at
the
least know
pirate lord?
geographically where we'd have to go. Okay.
we're gonna need to sail back at the end of this to make it back in time.
Yes, we go to Ed Hill and make port there on when we travel out in our boats to hunt the various whales.
Yes, whale hunting.
What about dragons? Do you guys hunt dragons? Have you seen any dragon tracks?
We have heard of tale of dragons in this area, but no, the dragons are not something we would hunt. It's
Sky whales, as like
too
we would like to call
much
them.
for, too dangerous for not enough for
Reward.
us.
Fair enough.
Before we leave, are there any other dangers we should know about? Anything we should do as strangers to this place?
The area here is quiet for now. The storm has passed through. From as far as we can tell, it has shifted not too far north and instead looped around to the southwest. It seems like it has mostly missed Hornstad, the town you speak of.
And we're gonna have to see what happened to that place.
The storm has isolated it, as far as we can tell.
Cool.
All right, so we got the furs, the javelins, and the tents.
In the
For our-
direction to the town that the nearest settlement.
Excuse me.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Yeah, we'll also give them like the breakdown of what we've seen and where we've been and what we've encountered.
Yeah, a little bit of information trading.
Trading info.
All right, so after you spend what, like 30 minutes to an hour, you would
Yeah.
say?
Good trading
Yeah.
sesh.
Okay. Yeah, you spend about that time trading stories. Like you describe your adventures in the Underdark. They
So
talk
there
about.
I was.
Are there kids in this tribe?
You do see a few shorter, thinner, younger members of this hunting party. But this party's only like a dozen people.
Yeah,
They would
this
be
is like
the
a hunting
equivalent
group,
of
not
like
their whole tribe.
teenagers.
I was gonna do like a small magic trick just to keep them entertained while we were there with my new soul-bounded Trihorn, but never mind. I don't think teenagers are into that stuff. I don't have any drugs on me.
I got some mushrooms.
Oh, maybe they'll like that, but
Oh God.
They'd probably stab you. Well, the adults would.
why? Because they're so
Our
high.
Children. Don't
Oh.
corrupt our youth.
We're trying to enlighten them.
Once all the hurly-burly's done, Graham will thank them once more for trading, wish them well, and set off.
Warm summers, friend. And they the
Warm
sleds
summers, I like
just
it.
kind of like take off as the dogs start to pull it again. leaving you kind of just still in the lightly falling snow.
So detour to the closest settlement then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I take measurements of Aurora just in case one day we want to make her into a snow dog?
Make an intelligence check. You're free
I'm
of
good at
exhaustion,
those.
so you can just do a flat intelligence.
I don't know why I thought you said make her into like a rug.
Oh,
Oh
my god.
Jesus.
I mean, she would
Christ.
definitely be a very nice looking rug, but
No, I can't. Aurora's not letting me.
yeah, Aurora's like horse sized. You figure?
You said horse sized?
You kind of figure she'll grow into a harness that big.
Yeah, I could see it.
Reggie's
Taking
like, what
measurements
is he
as
doing?
she just
Reggie's
growls
like
at me the whole
asking me,
time.
what is he doing? It's like, and I'm like, he's being Kaido. It's like, oh,
Do you say
Measuring.
out loud that you think she's gonna grow into a horse size?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, she could be technically if I wanted her to be.
A good
Huh.
snow dog one day.
I'm gonna ask Reggie, like, eventually, if we can get you to fly, do you want to drop him from the sky?
I have boots of flying.
He's I don't know. He's fine mostly.
It won't work.
A little skittish.
Have you reattuned to those boots yet?
Yeah. It's like the first thing I did when I got him back.
Oh, he's got the boots. Can we drown him?
I don't have water breathing.
I don't know, Otto. I don't think this is a good idea.
Jesus
Come on, all the
Christ.
cool kids are drowning party members.
All the cool kids are doing whippets these days in the ocean.
It'll be like he'll do a mule kick, you'll critical hit you, and you'll like fall prone while as you fall, and you can't click your heels.
I doesn't
The physical
actually
damage
have
would
to do
be-
that.
The physical damage won't be permanent, but the emotional damage would
Yeah,
be.
that lasts.
That lasts.
He's fine. He hasn't, come up behind me and spooked me or anything.
The betrayal. Ultimate betrayal hits Kaido.
He hasn't.
Anyway,
I am ready to
continue on.
continue on our journey to Hornstad.
Or to this other nameless
other-
town before that.
Yes, or whichever comes first, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, you have the map. Although, now that the whole area is just covered in snow, go ahead and do a survival roll to try and orient yourself.
If Graham can assist, Graham will.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can assist. I'll assist Fern, I guess.
Sure. well, you can
Yeah,
do
I'm
I'll
that.
do
proficient at
four.
it, but I'm just not good
I'll
at
do
it.
4,
You get like a too many cooks effect, too many people trying to help.
and you can do the D4 if you want.
All right.
Nice.
Why not?
27.
So you
Take it
do
when you can, because sometimes the dice will steal it from you.
you do find more or less the route you're going to, and you are able to identify the town that the Goliath had mentioned as being the town of Freestad. It's a smaller village that is a few miles outside of Hornstad itself. It's about another 6 miles to the north, you would figure.
Okay.
That's a Freestad.
Onward.
Yeah.
All right. Pushing forward. It's still hard getting through the snow, and it does take you the remainder of the day, so it gets dark. However, in the distance, you do see these bit of smoke coming up over the horizon as you are approaching the village of Freestad,
All right.
and you find yourself here on the map.
Nice.
The village itself is smaller than Harleston, or whatever the heck I called it. Whatever.
Smaller than Tucker Carlson.
Yeah,
was,
let's see. Hold on, what is
possible.
it?
Harland.
Harland, yes. It's smaller than Harland. It really is just a kind of spread out collection of small wooden shacks and cottages. Most of them, you do see lights, like from candles in the windows, or from fireplaces. It is, you do see like lots of snow that has kind of filled the streets of this small village. don't see anybody out and about, but you're close to it at this point.
Let's see if they got an inn on one of the roadways.
Approaching the town, you don't see really anybody out, with the exception of maybe you see one person. He has a torch and a club. Sees you approach. Well, travelers, about late tonight.
Yeah, we've been trying to get through this snow from a little further back south.
Well, you've pushed through it, I suppose. How far south are you, or from?
Well, just recently I had a Silsanus, if I remember right.
Oh, that's a few days. A few days
Yeah,
south.
we're lucky we made it as far as we did before the snow started falling.
Well, we've all been hunkering down for the night, except for me. I'm freezing my ass off here doing my night watch duties.
Hmm. Do you happen to have a common house or an inn?
No common house. We do have a barn you could bed down in if you're interested in it.
I for one would not complain.
Yeah, I would not either.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Anything unusual going on? We've been hearing about
Something
some
holy
weird
shit.
stuff, especially around Hornstadt.
Oh, but I wouldn't go up there. Last I heard, there's a plague in the area.
A plague? Hell.
What kind, like,
Oh
what's the
no.
plague?
I haven't heard too many rumors. Just a few people have been traveling down south from Hornstad. Mentioned plague started a few days ago. People getting sick, kind of sweeping through the streets. And then there's of course the dragons that have. Well, there's a. We've seen a green dragon in the area. He hasn't bothered us any, but
Is that one of the bigger ones or is it a younger one?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it juvenile or?
it's points to Reggie. Bit bigger than your horse.
So that'll be the one in question.
Well,
At
just
least it's not the giant red one.
I'd just be careful though, friend. That thing hasn't been been many generations since we've had a dragon in the area, but from the legends I've been told, it's especially hungry and especially fast.
Hmm.
It's eating 2 sheep a day, I imagine. So it's definitely growing. And I hear that it's been actually attacking multiple villages on the same day, so it can definitely travel quickly.
Thanks for the warning.
Actually, rumors I've heard is Hornstadt hasn't been hit too bad, or even at all. So that would tend to imply that might have its cave or nest nearby. Don't shit where you eat, right?
It's true.
It's worth a look. I think unfortunately, we're gonna have to go see what's going on over there.
It's a rough time, but all right. Let me show you to the barn.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a it's a low building, high peaked roof, so the snow doesn't really stick on it too well. Inside are just you see probably a good dozen cows. The smell is terrible, as you just get hit with this heavy odor of manure and just the general scent of cows.
This takes me back home.
Especially compared to like the cold, sharp lack of smell, really, from the snow.
Well, it's better than freezing.
I'll take it any day.
It's warm.
You get used to it. Graham offers in that not really reassuring way.
Mm. I mean, you could probably fool him and I'll point a Kaido. You're not fooling me.
Wait, what?
You get used to it, the snow.
Yeah, we've been in the wild for a while.
Well, thank you kindly and good night to you.
Yeah, good night. If
Thank
you
you.
want to bed down here for a few more days, we have about 4 days till the full moon. It'll be easy to travel.
Better not. It doesn't say anything, but like,
We don't have that kind of time, unfortunately.
Well, Harlan's just another few miles, or Hornstad, another few miles to the north. But yeah, I haven't been getting any travelers really from there, except for the few people mentioning the plague.
We're in danger. That's just out of character.
But if you're heading up that way, take care. It's a nice sized town for what it is. We normally do our trading with them. Uh, Stretches out, a few hundred buildings. Most of it just cabins and shacks like here, but they actually do have. They're not quite a city, but relatively large town. They're in a good spot along the actual break on the river. Lets them trade quite easily with Rarken, even down to Felton.
All right. And unless you guys can think of anything, Graham's ready to bed down.
Yeah, same.
Bunker down.
Nice to be out of the snow.
Do you think we should still take shifts? Definitely, right?
Do you want to?
No, but I don't see a downside
You
to
may
it.
as well be overly paranoid.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll continue with our overly paranoid.
There's no negatives for it.
Somewhere Watchmaker nods in approval.
All right, who's on first shift?
I can do first shift.
I think do you guys want to stay the same order or?
That works for me.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that then.
All right, I'm on first shift with Lucien.
Okay. One of you two do a perception check.
It'll be me since Lucien is updating
It'd be an
some firmware.
advantage
It
now
seems
since
like.
we're in a barn and it's like everything's. I guess I don't even know.
What am I doing? Perception, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Are we assuming that he's helping me or?
Yeah, it would just be a flat perception check.
Oh, it's not gonna be great. Yeah.
It's a nice barn. You hear the occasional cow fart.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Definitely lets
Is
them
it the
move.
cow every time or is it one of my party members?
Lucian.
You're not sure,
Fair. With a 5 makes sense.
but you definitely hear like all the cows around, the occasional mooing.
Okay.
All right, but your shift passes without incident.
Sure.
Who's on shift number 2?
Graham.
Me.
And
Fern.
Fern. Okay. One of you two go ahead and make a perception check.
All Fern, scramble support.
Okay.
Cool.
Fern,
this
you don't
is
really
annoying.
seem to think too out of the ordinary. You do notice one cow has woken up and is kind of like eyeballing you.
Where cow?
Can I pat the
Yeah.
its nose?
Yep.
Touch the cow. Do it now.
Make an animal handling check. It's a low DC. I'm just curious as to what will happen.
She's gonna critically fail. The cow's gonna rampage and start a fire.
No, you pet the cow. The cow has a funny, soft, wet nose.
I was hoping for the rampage.
The cow licks you, Fern.
Oh,
It like big,
Oh,
wide,
shit.
wet tongue gets you a
Yeah.
nice cow lick.
yuck. Thanks, cow.
Thanks, cow. Thanks, cow, bro.
The cow goes back to sleep. But the shift passes without incident, mostly.
Okay.
On to the third shift, which is, I believe, Fiffle and Otto.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. One of you two go ahead and make a perception check.
Go for it. You're more perceptive.
Perceive.
All right. Nope, Fiffle, you do not notice anything at all. The night really just passes without incident.
Okay.
And I've regained my spell slot from Reggie.
Yeah. The barn stinks. The scent of wet hay and just general cow smell and cow manure has filled this barn. But you've gotten used to it over the evening. It's warmer in here than it is outside.
The smell might be part of it.
But it's about 8 a.m. when you waken, as the sun has begun to given enough light to travel by.
I guess we're good to get on the road.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir. Barbarina.
They're onward.
All
Can
right.
I, for just shits and giggles, do a quick sweep of this barn, see if there's anything in here?
It's a bit
Other than
dark. So you could search with a disadvantage, but yeah,
Yeah,
good.
you know what? I'm gonna do it. Just to make sure.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll at disadvantage.
I'll assist him, I guess, just for.
No, don't even bother. It's terrible.
All right. You find
Cows.
cows.
Yes, yes.
You find a bucket
Nice.
and a
You can use it as
stool.
a hat.
Sweet.
Um, see an automatic petting machine.
I'm sorry. What was that?
You
Auto
find
petter.
you find a leather harness for guiding cows.
A leather harness. Okay. All right. Maybe we should. Okay. I'll leave that there and not take it. But we'll go back to the automatic petting machine. What was that?
A brush.
You found a brush.
Oh, not really automatic, but
He hasn't
alright.
played Stardew Valley.
Okay. All right. I was just curious, and my curiosity has been quenched.
All right. But yeah, opening the door, you were immediately hit with a cold blast of air from just the. But the smell immediately improves. You see one of the people living in the town. They come in the barn, sees you. Frederick reckons you would be being here.
Good morning to you.
Cows treat you okay?
Yes.
Nothing I'm not used to.
Good to hear. Well, have a good day. Then.
You too. Thank you for the use of the barn.
Yeah. When you're out and about in the snow, don't want to be cold, right?
Well,
Sits on his stool, takes out the bucket, and starts milking the cows.
all right. Out we go.
All right.
Yep. Let's do it.
Make another survival check to continue on the path.
For the rabbit.
Whose hair is still stuck up from cow.
Ew.
The
I need
rabbit.
some water.
I honestly don't know how long Fur's hair is. All right. Yeah, you're able to find the path without too much trouble.
You want the D4?
You can use it.
Yeah, might as well.
Anything.
It only lasts like a minute anyway. You're able to find the path, and that is able to then bring you to the town of Hornstadt.
And what does it look like?
Well, from the distance, as you've traveled over the course of a few hours, you do notice that the snow has thinned out in this area. It's not the 2 feet of snow that it was. You're probably looking at a good 6 to 8 inches of snow. Slows you down a little bit, not as much. The town itself looks still. You don't really see anything indicating the town is alive. Like, even looking at it from the hill you're standing on, you don't see any smoke. It's too far to see any people, but the town looks still and silent.
I
So
got a
if it's
bad feeling
plague,
about
does
this.
anything around there give it like any indication of a plague?
Make a perception check.
Can I D4 myself for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Graham will also try to perceive. He will not.
Okay, wow.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Otto, you don't see from the distance. You're too far to see if there's indication of plague. As you're probably at least a good mile from the town, but you do see a group of people, probably like just kind of down at the base of the hill. Looks like a family, and they are kind of struggling to pull a cart up this hill through the snow with an old mule, and the cart itself not covered. You see like it's an older man, an older woman, and looks to be like 7 or 8 children.
Jesus, I'll point that out.
Hell,
An appeal to Graham's good nature.
that
Probably
ain't
help
good.
them.
Let's go have a look.
I'd like to. I have some common clothes on me.
Okay.
I'd like to take rip one of them and use it as a bandana over my mouth and nose as a makeshift mask.
Okay.
Roll for
Uh,
N95. Graham
yeah.
will do similar. He'll take a bit of cloth from.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
I guess.
not airborne. Maybe it's just like blood or spit or I don't know, something.
Yeah.
It must help.
No eating anything.
All right, yeah, I'll do the same thing with some cloth I have.
Yeah, sure. We can all do it, I guess.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's a good idea.
I don't feel like doing constitution checks.
Are you approaching these people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As you approach, the man sees you approaching. Covered, like, faces covered in masks. Like, wait, please don't hurt us. We're just traveling. We don't have any possessions.
No, we're not robbers.
We're not robbers. We heard there was a
We're-
plague here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Can we
more than
can we help you with that?
You can help us get hell down south as quick as you can. The living dead are in there.
I'm sorry, the
Dead?
living dead?
Zombies.
In Orangeburg?
Yes.
Yeah, we just were able to get out. These are these children we're trying to get them down to maybe Silsanus as far as we can. Hell, to Vaxval if we can be done.
Why don't you let us go take a look at the town, and if we can clear it, you could take the river down. It'd be faster and safer.
Probably. But we have to get these kids down somewhere safe as soon as we can. We promised their parents we'd get them to safety.
If you can head over to, what was the name of the other place that's near here?
Greenstad.
Yeah. If you could head over there, they seem to be in good shape, and we can.
Once
see
we
if
get
can
there,
take
we're going to
care
be
of things.
we'll be warning everyone in town to head farther south. Those zombies are ready to march.
How many are? Tell me what you're seeing.
Hundreds. A few days ago, people started getting sick. When they died, they would just keel over, and a little while later, they'd rise from the dead. By the end of the second, third day, I can't even remember. It was just constant living dead everywhere. People barricading themselves inside, but then they would fall over dead inside, and then the whole damn thing went to hell.
Can I make a religion check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Could I possibly make it with advantage because this is his shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hooray! Thanks, Eidos. 2 1s. Oh, there we
wow.
go. Oh!
It's nothing religious.
Very nice.
You definitely get the idea that this is entirely arcane and is something related. You definitely get the idea this is something related to Spirit Caller.
I think this is the work of the Spirit Caller. Nothing divine sent, I can tell you with certainty.
Oh, it's certainly like profane to Eidos, of course, but.
Oh yeah.
When did anybody like visit the town when this happened, or showed up?
The old man continues. Oh, we've had travelers, of course. Then they get sick and die. And after, with the snowstorm, the whole thing dried up. People have been, anyone healthy enough has been fleeing.
Can I describe the spirit caller to this guy and see if somebody like that description was seen nearby?
Yes, there was a trader with like that. Goblin associate, a woman who seemed to push around, came in saying, looking around the surrounding town, and had a room in one of the inns in Hornstad. Thinking about it, it was in the center of town. The center was where the whole thing started. As far as I was able to, from what I've heard.
And the inn is in the center of town. Okay.
You do what you gotta for your kids. We're gonna try to investigate that. It's my charge to look after the spirits of the restless dead.
Oh, good luck to you, friends, because you'll need it in there. We're not
Be
coming
safe.
back ever. As far as I'm concerned, Hornstead is a dead town.
All right.
All right, let's go to Hornstead.
You know,
Yeah, let's
Go
do
out
I'm
to
it.
out of
the
character here.
lobby.
I'm out of character. I'm out of character here. Should we, if they get to Boxball, should we tell them to go see Carter Webb and see maybe he can like give them a job of helping the guild out and like running small errands?
One thing at a time. Let's not try to exploit refugees.
I'm all for exploiting out of character.
But we will stop it here, and we will pick this up next week.
Cool.
Huzzah.